On a beautiful island off Africa's eastern coast, two young explorers are on a very special adventure around Madagascar. It's a wild voyage of discovery, with plenty of interesting characters to meet along the way. Their journey takes them to some of the most amazing places on our beautiful planet, with the promise of fun, mystery and excitement at every turn. Join Melua and her brother Luca on their Madagascar Kids Safari. Welcome to yet another day of adventure in Madagascar. Today, Luca and Melua are out on an incredible journey to find one of Madagascar's most iconic animals. While they walk, wherever they look, the lush emerald green forests are just filled with giant elephant ear plants, with some that stand 2 meters tall. They tower over them until they get to today's mode of transport. To get where they need to go, they will have to hop into canoes and head down the river. But what they don't yet realize is canoeing can be hard work.
Canoeing looked easier than it actually was. Melua, you're making us into the boat.
And it takes a lot of team effort to get it right.
At first we battled to go in a straight line, but it was fun trying.
Through all the ups and downs, lefts and rights, the great green riverbanks are magnificent and just bursting with life.
It was so beautiful rowing up the river. It took us at least half an hour to paddle there.
But still they keep going, scanning the banks along the way, until finally they reach their destination.
We weren't allowed to get on the island. We had to stay on the canoes.
All over the island, a whole troop of familiar-looking lemurs. These are ring-tailed lemurs, and they look like they've just popped right out of the Madagascar movie.
Finally, we found King Julian. But which one's King Julian? I really don't think that's King Julian, because King Julian knows how to move it, like in the song.
These ring-tailed lemurs are sociable and friendly and come closer to Luca and Melua to get a good look at them.
We were not allowed to touch the lemurs. They were so gentle and they climbed all over the canoe.
Lemurs are naturally sociable, and the ring-tailed lemur even more so. As you can guess, they get their name because they are the only lemur who have these beautiful black and white striped tails. Their tails are also extremely long compared to their bodies and can grow as long as 60 centimeters. They live in large family groups of up to 30 individuals. Not only are these lemurs famous for their ringed tails, but they also have a particularly unique trait, not seen in any other species. In the mornings, they sit cross-legged and sunbathe. To the average person, it may look like they're meditating. but they're actually just warming themselves in the golden rays of the sun. After a magnificent encounter with the incredibly friendly ring-tailed lemurs, it's time to set off again to see what else they can find. It's off the canoes and back into the jungle. High up in the trees sit some more magnificent lemurs. Luca and Melua walk quietly to get a closer look. With its body almost entirely white, it truly is a most beautiful sight. Their dark heads also make their eyes look so bright. And just look at that beautiful long tail. These ones seem to be a little more shy than the ring-tailed lemurs and stay high up in the treetops where they feel safe. They use their strong fingers to grip the trees while they dangle and play above the ground. These two interesting creatures look a little like sifakas. Could they be related?
Yes, in fact, these almost ghostly creatures are called crowned varose sifakas, or crown sifakas for short. They are herbivorous and love to munch on tasty leaves, flowers, and even tree bark. Crown sifakas are covered in a thick coat almost everywhere but their faces, which are grey and feature a short snout.
Their heads are black, with white on the backs of their ears, and their large eyes can be blue, green, or gold, which, against their dark faces, can be very visually striking. Join Melua and Luca on their next exciting kids safari adventure. Luca and Melua leave the tropical island of Madagascar and head off to South Africa. The country of South Africa is a land filled with ancient cultures and incredible wildlife of all shapes and sizes. Here, two young explorers are on a very special adventure. Melua and her brother Luca are on a wild voyage of discovery, with plenty of interesting characters to meet along the way. Their journey takes them to some of the most amazing places on our beautiful planet, with the promise of fun, mystery and excitement at every turn. Join Melua and Luca on their South African kids safari.
Kids safari!
The Sand people of the Kalahari are the oldest known inhabitants of southern Africa. Today, Melua and Luca are lucky enough to meet two members of their tribe.
Hello, my name is Patat, and this boy is Kihano.
Hello, my name's Luca. Hello, my name's Melua.
Hi kids, I will teach you how to trekking now.
The Sand people, also known as Bushmen, have been living in the Kalahari for over 20,000 years. Their knowledge of the land, passed down from generation to generation, is absolutely incredible.
The Bushmen are the best trackers in the world.
The ancient art of tracking enables them to read the signs of the bush, the same way we would read a book.
I see a little track here. This one is from the silver fox. From the side and it go this way.
Patat can tell just by looking at the sand what creatures passed by here and exactly how long ago they walked these pathways.
The bird ending service.
Patat is a really good tracker. When we see nothing, he sees a story in the sand.
Patat points out a small hole. While we may not be able to tell what made it, Patat knows exactly how it was made.
Little mongoose. It's make the hole here to dig something for eat. It's not that the mongoose stay here. It's make the hole here to dig for something to eat.
This yellow mongoose is just one of the creatures that the Bushmen know well. They are traditionally hunter-gatherers and can live entirely off the land. They follow the footprints of creatures that will lead them to food and water.
In the Kalahari, rain only falls for a very short time, and the rest of the year is extremely dry. The Bushman people have a very clever trick to solve this problem.
You see here, this is how we buried our water. I buried our water in ostrich egg. You see there? I can open it. Stick.
I can't believe they stored water in an ostrich egg.
Remember, the San Bushmen use no plastic at all and are in complete harmony with nature. The ostrich egg is a perfect water bottle, and it doesn't litter.
An ostrich egg is such a clever way to store water.
I curve it with a little tool. Small antelopes.
I was amazed on how much food there really is in the desert.
It's not only food that Patat can find out here, but also medicine. What looks like an old dry twig to us is in fact a very good remedy for stomachache. This ancient knowledge is a very important part of their culture.
I eat it.
That must be very useful here out in the veldt.
And that's help for pain in the stomach.
Could I try it? It tastes a little bit bitter, but I like it. And it certainly will make your tummy feel better. I want to try some. At first, this thing tasted okay, and then it went spicy. But then it went bitter. Luca thought this was bitter. I love bitter, but not spicy.
Next, Patat shows them a tree with a huge nest in it.
That bird has a piece of grass in its mouth to make the nest.
This enormous nest is made not by just one bird, but many small birds called sociable weavers. They all join together to build a communal nest, and each pair has its own apartment. They group together like this for safety, because there are always predators about, like this cobra.
Time to beat a hasty retreat away from the cobra. Patat takes them to his outdoor art studio.
And some bracelets.
Oh, so that's for a necklace.
Yes, this is for a necklace.
Wow, these are so pretty. They even got carvings on them.
The San people are famous artists.
An ostrich egg is equivalent to 24 chicken eggs. But that's really good at making jewelry, and I love the necklace I got.
Now we start. For those years in the caves, I used today the same.
Their paintings can be seen in caves all across southern Africa.
So you're grinding that stone to make paint?
Yes, I'm making paint now.
They grind up rock to make paint for their art.
We can all learn from these very wise people who live in total harmony with nature.
I like this one. The Kalahari Desert is a difficult place to survive, but the Bushmen have done it for thousands of years.
Join Melua and Luca on their next exciting kids safari adventure.